Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the very best show on the internet, FloWrestling Radio Live, special Tuesday edition. No CP today. He is still traveling back from Colorado Springs, where Helen Maroulis won her wrestle off against Moda. We can get more kind of on. I'm sure CP will have some stuff to say about that on Thursday, but kind of unsurprising result there.
She won easy. I actually thought it was going to be a little more competitive, and it was not.
No, it's not. I mean, Helen just goes to show when Helen is at her best, she's still one of the best in the world, probably the best in the world. So,
yeah, head and shoulders above the American competition. Moda is getting better, and that's why I thought maybe it'll be a little bit close, but it wasn't really a little bit close.
No, second match ended in a pin. And now we have all three world teams entirely set, except for maybe 125 men's freestyle. That might still be. I don't know. We haven't gotten an update recently.
Is there a date that he has to fully commit by?
I would think so, but I don't know. This is unprecedented territory, I think, for USA Wrestling and us. So.
Yeah, well, it would be not good if because I know there's a date at which the country has to certify the wrestler or whatever you want to call it, where they have to say this is our representative, and then that has to be the representative. It's not you can't change it the day before weigh-ins or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean we're just almost a month away now, so
it's getting close.
Close.
One of the most interesting things about the Helen Maroulis wrestle-off to me was the post-match interview, because I'm always curious about her training situation, like where has she been? And it doesn't sound like she's been in one location. Like she's done a little bit of wrestling at ASU, at Sunkiss with, Pritz and those guys. She said like USA Wrestling has let her just do a lot of workouts on her own. So she's been in California doing workouts on her own. She mentioned something about
on her own.
On her own. And then she mentioned that
what do you mean? Like there's no, she has no partner? Like she's just working out by herself or what?
I don't know. She didn't explain other than to say like they've been letting me like work out on my own. I don't know if that means on my own, like I'm designing the workouts and I have a partner, or if it just means like I'm doing band workouts, or not sure. She also said that she went to like a 1-day camp with like somebody from, I can't remember, another country. And she's like, yeah, I picked up some tricks there. It just sounds like her training situation's been like really in flux, and it doesn't seem to be impacting her negatively. But when she maybe gets to a bigger tournament, I'm curious, as she moves to Worlds, is she going to lock in on some training camps, or what's that going to look like? It's just her training situation is always kind of mysterious.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think it's interesting to get some different looks once in a while, but be permanently on the run is that's an interesting tactic.
Yeah, it's working for her right now.
We're absolutely working. Hey, let's talk about these junior worlds. It's so much fun. I love this tournament. I woke up, JD. I totally messed up. I texted you yesterday morning, like, hey, are you giving me the show link? Because yesterday I woke up early to make sure I watched all of the matches in preparation for the show, and we weren't doing it yesterday.
Well, you got to watch USA kick ass at least, because I think we started off like 17-0 or something yesterday. Everybody made the semis, and then we went 3-2 in the semis. So just a quick rundown of where we sit at currently with yesterday's results and this morning's. Luke Lilledahl, gold medal match. Bouzakis, alive in repechage. Mendez, gold medal match. Shapiro, gold medal match. Mesenbrink, semifinal. Singleton, bronze medal match. Berge, semifinal. Dara, alive in repechage. McDaniel, bronze medal match. Carroll, alive in repechage.
Well, okay, but so those guys that you said alive in repechage, they could get pulled back.
Excuse me, yes,
but they
pulled back into repechage.
We won't know until after the semis, So everybody's still alive. That's a good feeling.
Those semifinals are getting underway here in just 10 minutes. So we'll go into those semifinals a little bit, but it will be a short and sweet show today, so we can get out and selfishly watch those.
Yesterday they did, and I can't imagine they're doing it today, because today they have the medal matches and finals after the semis. But yesterday they only ran one mat for semis, right? So
Two.
it was
Yep, it's 2 today though.
2 today. I had to figure it was a little faster because yesterday it kind of took a while. It was really interesting this morning because I don't know how you guys do it. If you woke up, I woke up at 2 a.m. to watch Mitchell. But so he wrestled the first match. Then I go back to sleep. I set my alarm. And the first break, he had 14 matches until his next match was up. It took forever. I set my alarm, I woke up, it was only halfway there, so I slept for a little while longer. And the second match, I had a freak out because I set it for like what I thought would be way less. It was 12 matches. I woke up and he was like almost walking on the mat. And so for some reason, that second session or second set of matches went way faster. Do you guys actually stay up the whole time, or do you guys like go to sleep and wake back up?
Yeah, you make sure you set multiple alarms just in case
Yeah.
you doze back off a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I did. Well, today it was a lot easier to do that because there were breaks of like 5 or 6 matches in between US guys. Yesterday it was like this guy's up, 2 matches later that guy's up. So
Yeah.
I stay up yesterday, but today I was definitely sleeping in between.
Yeah.
For real. I think there's a bunch of controversial ones we could talk about if you guys want, but I think Meyer Shapiro, he's super impressive. He can wrestle in a lot of positions. He's really tricky defensively. You can tell he's been working with Yanni in some of the positions he's good at. He's dynamic offensively. He wrestles a hard pace, good strong hand fight. Generally pretty good on top as well. He did have one close one yesterday, but I got to think he's the favorite to win it today, right?
I would think so. I don't know too much about his finals opponent, but yeah, the way he's looking, I'd be putting my money on him.
Yeah, his round of 16 and quarters yesterday were pretty tough with the guy from Azerbaijan in the round of 16. That match was really crazy. He got that takedown where he like reached between the legs and just crazy scramble. That was super fun. That's on our Instagram if you want to check that out. And then his quarterfinal against the Russian 8-0. And then that made his semi look so easy because in the semi it's Julian George who's he's like a tough guy from Jersey. He's going to Wisconsin next year, but compared to those other guys Meyer had already wrestled, it was like, not quite as tough.
It's kind of, so obviously there's Jersey's like North Puerto Rico or something at this point, because I think there was like 4 Jersey guys wrestling for Puerto Rico last week at the U17s. It's kind of a nice path, right? Because you get in the world, especially at these age groups, I don't believe there's rankings or separation criteria. So if you end up in the right side of the bracket or the right portion of the bracket, there might be 3 or 4 tough guys like in one quarterfinal, right? And then in another one, there might be none. So you had Julian George, who he said he's good, but he's probably like, I think he was probably like a 15 to 20 ranked guy this year is what I think, right? Am I right on that or no?
Yes, yeah, and he's actually like just outside top 20 right now. He's been in that 15 to 20 range.
But he's not like a top 5 guy, right? So he gets on the right side of the bracket and he beats Uzbekistan and Germany to make the semi. And now, he's probably gonna have a tough match to actually get a bronze medal because he's got the Russian guy, which was wild because that Meyer Shapiro's path was actually pretty tough. We talk about tough path because that Azerbaijani who was really tough, he lost to the Japanese guy that Shapiro beat first, and the Japanese guy lost to, I'm assuming it's the Russian, but you don't know because it says AIN, so it could be Russia or Belarus.
He's Russian.
Okay, so you got that guy in the third place match. But you're either third or fifth place, and so if you get put in the right side of the bracket or the right portion of the bracket, you have a very good chance to medal at the Worlds.
So Ben, how do you feel about high school kids or even middle school kids transferring countries? Now, I don't know specifically about Julian George. He might have been born in Puerto Rico for all I know. I personally don't know, but I know that they're people who were born and raised in America are now starting to transfer as early as high school.
Well, that was not Paul. Who was the kid that he medaled for Puerto Rico last week? Little guy. There were 2 brothers.
Bachman.
Yes, yeah, them. I don't hate it. I find it to be interesting because, and I guess I would have to get this question answered. Like, does it make you ineligible for, the UWWs in America? Because then, essentially you're taking those tournaments away from yourself, which is probably one of the best tournaments you can be in. And but on the other side, like you're getting a shot at the Pan Ams and the World Championships every year because it is not tough competition over there. And so, you know, if you could put yourself in that position, you're going to end up with potentially a couple world medals if you're really a tough kid, and maybe you're, like George is, like you said, a 15 and 20 rank guy. But if you were like we'll say a 6 through 10 or somewhere in there, and you end up in the right side of the bracket at cadets or juniors, like, yeah, there's a decent chance you're going to get a medal.
You want to hear something like a little bit even crazier about, you mentioned not tough competition, but for Puerto Rico, Eli Rivera is in this tournament. He beat Omar Ayub in the Puerto Rico World Team Trials finals. So
From Ayub from Ohio.
Yes, it's getting tougher. Like that's like a top 8 matchup in the US. And that's happening in the Puerto Rico trials now. So obviously it's not anywhere close to the level of depth, but the point is, like, you're taking some serious depth out of the US, like when guys are doing that too. So I don't know. I don't have any problem with it. I guess the thing that maybe is a little tricky for me, if I was like in a position to try to help somebody make that decision, is, does that set you up that now you're out of the running for any US teams moving forward into your senior level career? And
I think you have to sit out a portion if you transfer back, right, per UWW rules.
Is that what happened with Stevan? Because he made it. He was a bronze medalist for the US at the U17 level, I think.
And then he just made one transfer.
So he made one transfer, and so I guess you could
still represent Serbia.
But I believe that, aren't they making the transfers tougher also? I mean, the other thing I think, and this is, now that I'm paying more and more attention to Worlds, and I'll say 3 to 5 years, like past that portion, I probably didn't, but the last few years since we've been starting to get guys on the team, I am. And America is just I think the whole level of America is raising, because it feels like if you're on the American team, there may be a few, and right, the bracket is completely unseeded, so you could end up wherever. But there's generally only a few guys in the bracket who are really a threat to you. Like if you literally wrestled them all, and it was 1 through 24, or however many participants there were, like almost always the American's going to finish, in the top 5-ish, right? And now depending on where they land in the bracket, they might have 2, 3, and 4 right in their quarterfinal, right? Potentially. But generally speaking, the Americans, if they make the team, are really, really competitive with the field. And so, yeah, I think it's kind of going to be smart for some of these guys to get opportunities by wrestling other places. And I don't hate it at all.
Yeah. I think it's cool. It makes Worlds a little more interesting for sure. Like I like being able to see that.
One of the things I wish, and because I was just, kind of exploring this now, there's some of these athletes, I thought about Mitchell last year, is like, there's not really a lot of junior, and I don't think there's any 17U level tournaments. Like, Pat Frank does the journeyman one, right? But besides that, like, there's a lot of senior level tournaments you can go to, but there's very, very limited junior and 17U tournaments. So like you have Aiden Sinclair, or Mitchell did this because Mitchell went and wrestled a couple senior level tournaments because there weren't junior level tournaments. But if there was 20U or 17U tournaments, that would kind of be fun to watch these guys, and maybe we would send 3 participants from America and see how they do against foreign competition.
Yeah,
it would be tough, I think, as like a high schooler, to just basically like, well, I'm never gonna make US team now, right? When you think about transferring at such a young age, I'm sure a lot of these guys have grown up, thinking about making the US world team. That's where it would be.
I think you can come back, JD. I believe there's a penalty, because James Green was telling me about this last week, and I just don't remember exactly what he said. I believe there is a penalty to coming back, so it's like not like it's like you can't do it. It is difficult. So I could see, especially if you were, we'll take Julian George again because he's doing it, a 15 to 20 type rank guy. And you're at that point, you're kind of far away from making the American team. Like there's kind of a lot of guys who are going to beat you probably. Mm-hmm. Going and wrestling there for a few years and getting some international experience between Pan Ams and Worlds. And then, if you continue to progress, then maybe as you get older, you can potentially come back. But who knows? You may not, right? Because like we've had, say, Franklin Gomez, who actually is Puerto Rican. right? But he's he's made how many world championships and Olympic teams, and he's got 2 medals now, 3 medals, something like that.
2, I think.
He's got
Yeah.
2 medals.
Yeah.
So you need to give yourself those opportunities. And then obviously in the other places where, in certain places where, like the Michigan crew, like where there's funding other places, that's extremely beneficial because in America there's only funding for the top couple, and maybe you get some RTC money, but you're not getting that from the United States. So if you go somewhere else and maybe you get funding from their Olympic committee, that's great.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, you know who else I was really impressed with? Although
Those X's, you get 1 transfer?
Yeah, but the US would have to pay for those guys to come back. Like,
I'll make them pay themselves.
yeah, I don't know if they would.
You want to pay a trader?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Luke Lilledahl, he's really good. I'm really impressed with a lot of things he's doing. I did think he was going to lose that semifinal, and I don't know how that guy didn't turn the other way on when he was getting pinned. Like, why didn't he roll that way? It would have been so simple.
I got it in the doc under Lilledahl pin if you want to pull that clip up.
But the guy was Lilledahl was way overcommitted, which he kind of had to be because he had to get the pin, right?
Right.
He was overcommitted to the one side. The guy just would have rolled the other way, he would have been out. But he does so many impressive things. He has some good leg attacks, some good re-attacks. He's tricky defensively. I saw him do a whole bunch of really good things that I really, really liked. So I gotta say, I'm probably most impressed with him because he did lose some high school matches this year. So I was maybe where a Meyer Shapiro I knew, or a Mitchell, right? I knew these guys are gonna be really competitive at this level. I wasn't quite sure if Lilledahl would be, and he looked great.
So that was probably like the most exciting moment of yesterday.
Yes.
If you didn't see it, Lilledahl down by 2, he's kind of going for broke. Gets put to his back, so he's down by 4, and then with 5 or 6 seconds left, takes I think it was the Azerbaijani through, pins him with very little time left on the clock when he was down on the scoreboard to punch his ticket to the finals. And I saw a tweet. I didn't double check the history for myself, so sorry if this is incorrect and sorry. I can't remember who tweeted it, or else I would give you credit, but it was like people to make the U20 World Finals.
Oh, I saw that.
To their senior year, and it was like Gable Stevenson, Aaron Pico, Spencer Lee, and like 1 or 2 others in that company.
I
So
did see that, which is an impressive company. But
Mhm.
what I didn't like about that was, though, this is not a grade tournament. This is an age tournament. So tell me, for Luke Lilledahl, what would be really impressive, and I don't know this to be true or false of the other ones that are on that list, but he is making the World Finals as a first year U20 junior, right? So he was cadets last year. This year he's the first year. So the 18-year-old portion of the 18, 19, and 20-year-old, that's what's most impressive, because grade-wise, some of these dudes, I know Pico was, older for his grade, but this is an age level tournament, not a grade level tournament. So I didn't totally like the stat, although that is some very, very impressive competition.
That weight class that Lilledahl's in, I know you mentioned he lost some matches this year. The depth in that like 120, 126 range in the US is so crazy to think about, because Lilledahl, he had to already beat, a college freshman, Jory Volk, who was a world champ last year, just to make the team. But also in that weight, you got Jax Forrest, who's a U17 world medalist. You've got like Bo Bassett's in that range. He's getting bigger now, but
Sinclair told me that Lilledahl also dropped a match to Adrian Meza, journeyman, maybe.
He did lose that match, but that weight is like, I just kind of, there's also like Rainey's in that weight. He's now a Greco world champ, and then Marcus Blaze just won a U17 world title too. Like, that's a lot of world medals in one grade level though. So yeah, it's crazy. He's going to be, Penn State fans got to be super excited about Lilledahl. Absolutely. He's still got another year to develop too. Guy's going to be a big difference maker.
Yeah. And with that list, obviously I believe Gable was actually, for technical, for cadet or juniors, 18, 19, 20, didn't Gable do it as a 17-year-old? Like, he was still cadet eligible and bumped up?
Yes, because there was issues with that. He almost wasn't allowed to.
Yeah.
Remembering correctly, like UWW didn't want to let him. He had to get a note from like a doctor saying he could. I think that's
He
what it
is
was.
in fact good enough to compete at this level.
And it happened. Yeah, like I think they asked him for the note like at weigh-ins or something. Like it was like they like kind of sprung it on him or something. Yeah, they
Which
tried
is hilarious.
and then he just killed everybody.
Also, we found the tweet is from the GOAT follower, but he says credit our own Andy Hamilton
Hey, there we go.
stat.
Very
So shout out to the true GOAT, Andy Hamilton.
That's right.
So the semis still have not started, despite supposedly they were supposed to start 5 minutes ago. And
We're getting some light shows, so the wrestlers should be
light
coming to
shows.
the mat.
Exciting. I love it.
Soon. Ben, did you see this Chinese heavyweight?
I don't know, he's tall. Why is he wrestling? He should be like, get him out of
I
here.
know.
Basketball.
Oh, and Yao Ming's footsteps. My guy's legitimately probably 7 foot tall.
He's like a foot taller than Masumi, and Masumi is like a foot taller than Christian Carroll.
And guess who's going to wrestle likely in repechage tomorrow?
Those two.
That's Carroll and this heavyweight. It will be quite the contrast in body styles. Maybe the match I'm looking forward to the most tomorrow.
Just for the photos. I mean,
okay. The only way that doesn't happen though, I believe Masumi actually had a match where he did not text someone in the very first round. This is where I said it's like depends on where you get put in the bracket. Yeah, he only beat the Turkish guy 9-1, and then he smashed the Chinese guy and he smashed Christian Carroll. So there is a chance that the Turkish guy would beat the Chinese guy, and then he would wrestle Christian Carroll as opposed to the Chinese guy. What's up?
Believe in something.
Yeah, Masumi
I am willing it to happen.
He's really good.
Masumi is he teched Carroll in a minute easily. Carroll had no answers.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, Carroll didn't look like he wanted to be out there. He wanted to be like, let's get this thing done as quick as possible.
Yeah, maybe you're feeling that first when underhook when he just ran him off the mat. He's like, all right, I know what this is going to turn into. Yeah. Man, one thing with this team doing so well, I cannot stop thinking about what kind of impact these guys are going to be on the next level, and a lot of them next year. I mean, I think there's a good chance Meyer goes right away. Buzakis will be in there. Obviously, Mendez already true freshman All-American, and maybe he's going to be in the lineup, maybe not.
So Mendez, by making the finals of this tournament, earned his Olympic red shirt.
Well, you think the finals? I thought it was just a medalist.
Well, yes, but by making the finals, he guarantees himself a medal.
Got it.
Securing his Olympic red shirt. Will he use it? I don't know. I'm not sure if he knows. That still could be TBD, depending on how their lineup shakes out.
Yeah.
Or comes to fruition in preseason. But that option is now on the table.
It sounded like
here.
Tom Ryan sounded like they're leaning that way at the coaches convention, and obviously they're going to make that decision together. But I think they are leaning that way. So I'd love to see him next year. What do you think we'll see Mitchell in the lineup next year or not, Ben?
I don't know. He just had that podcast where he says that he doesn't know. Honestly, I don't even ask him. We work out. I don't bother him about it. It's not I guess it's my business, but it's not really my business. I don't really care that much whether he wrestles or Olympic red shirts. So yeah, I mean, if he wants to Olympic red shirt, go ahead and do that. If he wants to wrestle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we should talk about this Nick Buzakis quarterfinal.
This quarterfinal was frustrating to watch, though.
Yes.
I was. How many times do you let the dude get you an underhook throw by? I mean, for God's sakes, the guy was there. Even what was so weird was the guy was up by 4. He got there, and then Buzakis scored the one takedown, which maybe was 2-2, and then. Even Buzakis is still down by 2 because they didn't give him 2-2. The guy got there again right away. It was like, oh, he's gonna do this and then this. It's like you knew exactly what. Just keep his arm down.
At the end, and you could see Stieber in the corner signaling elbows.
Yes.
At the end, though, I think Buzakis was just exhausted.
He was definitely exhausted. That's factual.
Which was a huge factor. Tyler, if you want to pull it in, I put it in the doc. Buzakis, too. There was.
Well, I thought that was 2-2 for sure. I was very surprised they didn't call it, and then I guess maybe Stieber. I don't think they challenged. I'm pretty sure it's challenge block, but it's like maybe he thought the other guy was so tired that he's gonna get another takedown for sure, and that's why you don't challenge. Because if you lose the challenge, then you're down by 3. But
Yeah.
this sure looks like 2 right there and then 2 right there. You know what's funny? They never let you do that. They almost always stop that situation.
Figure 4 with their own leg.
Yes, they almost always stop that. They even stop it when you don't have your leg in the middle there, when you just have like you punch it with like a half Nelson arm over the leg, you know, and they almost always stop that one too. So I was actually kind of surprised they didn't stop it because they generally do. But yeah, I thought that was 2 and 2.
I kind of understood why they didn't challenge because it just seemed like both guys were scoring so easily on the other. Like,
yeah, that's the one.
it
was
yeah,
12 to 10.
yeah, it was crazy. And then, yeah, it was really weird too because it seemed like Buzakis was pretty comfortable just letting him get to quad pod, and it was like he felt like he could easily defend there, but then he wasn't defending there, and
he wasn't defending that. The guy was doing a little like hook heel sweep.
Yeah, and then he would take him down, and then he would gut him. I was like, man, it was really a confusing match. We were talking in our chat. Spay was mentioning like a lot. It seems like a lot more guys maybe than normal are gassing right now. And Meyer Shapiro mentioned in his interview yesterday, one of the things that's kind of a challenge about this tournament is they're all warming up in like a tent outside. It's 95 degrees. They're in Jordan.
What?
So, yeah. So I think that lends to maybe guys being a little taxed is like, it's just, they're out there in the heat and just they're basically in a greenhouse warming up.
That's weird. That's very interesting. I was gonna say that I said maybe we're gonna talk about the elevation in Jordan. There's a lot of elevation there, right?
It's not too bad. What space say it was about
I'm joking. That's where the Dead Sea is. It's like really low.
Yeah.
No, space it's like elevation of 3,000 feet above sea level.
Amman
Are you sure?
I don't know. Must be a hill town.
I didn't check him up on it. 3,000 feet isn't an absurd amount enough to really affect.
I actually didn't think it was. Amman, Jordan elevation. How high is Amman? Yeah, must be on a hill because it's right next to the Dead Sea, between 2,300 and 3,600. Wow. Okay, so I thought it was actually on the Dead Sea, but I guess it's a little bit away.
Take that, Ben.
There's a little bit.
The 10 thing, it reminds me of producer Tyler will be a fan of this. Kevin Garnett used to warm up in a sauna before basketball games.
Really?
Okay.
Before this was like public knowledge because people were so perplexed why he would come out absolutely like soaked and dripping in sweat.
Yeah.
Then he would literally sauna like right before going out onto the court.
JD, quiz question here. Do you know what the elevation of the Dead Sea is?
0?
No, I knew this was the lowest. I didn't even realize it's negative 1,400 feet.
Well, that doesn't sound like dead sea level to me.
Yeah.
That sounds like
it's under sea level. It's below sea level.
I don't think it should not be possible for a sea to be below sea level.
It's the lake surface is 430 meters, 1,400 feet below sea level.
It's very strange. It seems like more water would just come in there and fill it up. I don't know. I need to look at it.
Well, yeah. I believe that
I need to do my own research on this.
Okay, I am a geography major, so I think I got some good guesses, although I may not know for sure, but I do believe at some point there was more water like on Earth's surface, like and when the plates moved. And then I believe this does not have any inlet, like there's no water going in, so it just keeps evaporating. And that's why there's such a high saline content in the water, I think.
And that was geography with Ben Askren.
But there is the Dead Sea is the place where you can float. You just lay there. And
so much salt in there.
Saline off the chain for sure. Yeah.
So saline off the chain. We should make that a shirt.
Oh man. All right, let's see. We got semifinals going.
India's losing, so we need India to win so that Buzakis gets the wrestle back. Buzakis and also had some questionable tactics last year at the World Championships, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Got frustrated with his choice of in decision making.
Do you feel like he's come some distance though in a year of like last year he was just going for these massive wild moves that it was like it was either going to pay off or it was going to be a massive disaster, and he did some of both. And I feel like this year he wasn't taking unnecessary risks the same way that he was. But it's like shoring up that defense.
Spent the whole damn match in the freaking underhook slide throw by position.
Yeah.
So it's hard to do anything crazy from there. And the other one was kind of like that. And I got big sexy Scott Cleaver texting me about it. He's throwing a fit in the text. Is Matt Singleton's tactics in that semi were frustrating also.
Well, he's another guy who got absolutely exhausted.
exhausted.
Even
He
more
was tired.
Yeah, that dude, he was tired.
But he kept getting put. The other guy wasn't even really shooting. He was getting underhooks and pushing hard and just scoring points that way.
Yeah. They cautioned and won Singleton, and that was a scenario where I felt like Singleton wasn't necessarily trying to flee.
Yeah.
He just had no answer. Like he's like, I can't stop this underhook forward pressure from this guy.
Sometimes, if I remember, I feel like this was made. Sometimes you just get off balance, right? And you kind of like go to catch your balance, and in catching your balance, you move really far in one direction. I don't remember that was that match. That definitely happened in one of the matches where I know it appeared as though they were fleeing, but I'm pretty sure they just got off balance and they went to catch a balance, and in catching the balance, they kind of went way towards the out of bounds. I can't remember if it was Singleton or if it was someone else. We didn't talk about Mendez at all. He had a really tough, I think it was first match. He won 2-1. Was that right? Am I thinking this right?
Yes. Yeah. He was like,
he had a battle, right?
Yeah, he had a battle, and he was running that guy down the whole time. I feel like the guy was just it was one of the most frustrating types of matches to watch, where the guy's just blocking. Oh, India just
and we just lost our lights.
Oh, we lost our lights. India down by
6-6, but it's tied. I got 6-6 on my scoreboard.
Oh man, you're ahead. We got 6-5 over here. But yeah, Mendez, it was super frustrating. The guy was like, he was just running, and then finally at the end, Mendez was able to get.
Oh
get
man, are you guys watching this? Because this North Macedonian, he's tired. He is gonna fall over, bro.
Yeah, he's. He's
got a head pinch though. Choke him out. He's gonna choke him out. Mohit's gonna get him. Oh, he's gonna pin him here. He's gonna roll over.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, Buzakis back in.
Slap it.
Give him.
Bro, look how tired this guy's. These foreigners do this. He ain't gonna get up for a while. Watch this. He's just gonna lay there.
Baby.
We made a video about a carcass cam from U17s. This guy was.
They just lay there.
There was a guy on the mat at U17s for, was it 1:41?
Bro, they got no pride. Like, get up.
Yeah.
You're just laying there and sitting there. Come on, man.
Get up.
Yeah, for real. All right.
So that pulls Buzakis back into repechage.
Buzakis back in.
Buzakis is back, and now it's Mitchell time, right?
Mitchell. Well, are they going to wait for the other match, or are they just going to get going?
I think they will. Sure. I think they will wait for the other match. Who we got over there? Iran. We need Iran to lose. I got 4 in the semis.
Team score.
They are losing.
Iran is in the lead with 110 points. USA in second with 100 points.
And then individual neutral athletes are 92, which is Russia and Belarus. And so sometimes they get not always, but multiple scorers at the same weight class. Like, for example, they have 2 place winners at 57. So that's kind of an issue.
Yeah, that's not a
not a real score.
Yeah, that's not a real score. Man, yeah, having Iran lose here would be great, because then Buzakis could end up, outscoring him potentially tomorrow, or at least matching him. Yeah, he's going to lose this for sure.
8-3. He ain't winning.
Unless he puts the pace on.
Yeah, Mitchell got the guy. The Azerbaijan guy was so tired.
Mitchell been breaking dudes.
It was only like 2 minutes.
I know. He could have done it in a cadet match.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
That was the other what happened?
We got our guy, our neutral athletes hurt. And somebody just got yellow carded. Look who just walked in the door.
Who's there? I can't see. Oh, not Sion. It's trouble.
There he is.
Sion. The other thing I was gonna say, that was a big man, the 4-minute matches at cadets, they're so short. And like yesterday, I don't remember who it was. It might have been, it was Lilledahl. Maybe it was someone else. Someone else got down by like 4. And it's like, hey man, you still got 2 minutes left. It's only 2 takedowns in 2 minutes. Yeah. Right? That's like not a real big deal. Just go get one per minute.
1 minute go.
Yeah. So I mean, man, the 6-minute matches are so much better. The 4-minute matches just they feel wrong. Feel too short.
I mean, yeah, I don't hate shorter matches for younger athletes, but I feel like once you get to like the U17 world, They're good
Bro,
enough.
this dude is breaking. This dude is so done.
He's done. He's
done. He's like, I am not getting up. No.
Oh, they're trying to go caution him one. Just get this guy on the mat.
He's begging for a break.
Caution one. You got to caution one him. Come on. This is ridiculous.
He just sat down. He just sat down.
This is not good. Hey, Sion, which one of these two wrestlers?
Oh, he sat down again. Oh, what are they challenging? They just challenged him to get a break, huh?
Yeah.
Which one?
There's still 90 seconds left in this match.
This is ridiculous.
Fall over.
Oh, they're not.
Tie the shoelace. Pull the shoelace.
He's holding his arm or something. He's like,
What are they? What are? This
Bust
is
out.
insane.
No, that we did get a challenge. I see it now. Yeah, this is just a longer challenge.
I think I'm ahead of you still.
I think you are too.
He is so tired right now. It's ridiculous.
UWW needs I don't know, some sort of penalty, I feel like.
Yes, they do. There was, honestly, I think it should be like a fine for every lost challenge. Like at a tournament like this, you can just give the country a fine.
I was actually talking about the
that one's not going to
injury time, no penalty.
Oh, that should be a penalty as well. But no, the faking
Well,
challenge. There was one challenge last week. I'm trying to remember who it was. So obviously, like the arena kind of looks bigger on camera here. But so the challenge officials were like sitting in one spot, and then it's a little space in the mat, and then the coaches, and I can't remember who it was, but they lost the match and they challenged, they did a bitter brick, right? They challenged just because they freaking lost and they were pissed.
Right.
And the challenge judge, like, what are you challenging? Like, what are you like? He was like literally like making like, what are you doing? I'm not reviewing it. Get out of here. It was awesome. I'm like, why would they all do that? Like, there ain't nothing to review. Get lost.
But sometimes they do it. I've seen it before. Although sometimes they're like, you can't challenge, and I question why. Oh, look who's fine for the first 10 seconds.
He also won the challenge. He won the challenge. So
He did?
yeah.
8-5 again now instead of 8-8. They also they took away the challenge and won too.
Did I? Is mine behind now again? Oh man, I'm behind a few seconds.
He's totally broke.
There you go. Now.
Even after that was like a 2-minute break too.
That's weird. I don't know.
Oh God! Oh,
he expended too much energy there in that 20.
Oh, he's done. Oh, come on, get up, dude. Get up, you bum.
Damn, that was only 27 seconds back.
Oh, we got a caution one, bro.
Now,
come on.
We got a ref conference. These refs are giving him
No, why are they conferencing? I think the head official is gonna say, "Dude, you make this dude get back to the center right now, or he's caution one." This is preposterous.
Minute 3, there's no way this guy.
There's no way he's holding
10 minutes to rest. He's not coming back. He's got no.
I don't know. 10 minutes, he might be able to come back. That's a long time.
This
All right,
dude.
let's see.
Oh man, this is gonna be bad for this guy.
Oh, come on, referees, let's go already.
What are they waiting
Right.
for?
So he's probably meeting to tell him like your ass about to get cautioned right now.
Oh man, here we go. 1 minute.
He's straight backing up.
He's got to not take a
You
shot.
guys ahead of me? All right, they're starting. For me, they're started right now. Is that the same with
Oh,
you?
Yeah, we're a couple seconds ahead of you.
Oh,
Okay. All right, let's go, Iran. Okay. Oh no, we want Iran to lose. Damn it!
One of the few times.
This guy ain't winning.
This guy needs
Cheer
to
for neutral
just ground
athletes.
himself.
Put your knee down, dude.
Oh,
there you
Idiot.
go.
oh my god.
Idiot.
Oh, he's down, but it's in the zone, so it's still gonna. Oh,
Why is he?
How
Oh,
you ground yourself?
boom, one. Oh, is he still winning though?
Yeah,
Oh, he's still winning, 37.
Ah,
Oh, he's down again.
just
This
throw
is
in the
caution
towel.
one.
They did.
Oh, yes, thank you. They cautioned that. Yes. All right. Boom.
Now
And then,
have to wrestle.
okay, here's the rule. Once you get caution in one, how
How
many more seconds should you get before the next caution one? Like 10? Like a 10 count, like boxing.
He's got no energy.
It'd be so funny to like see like a mental
Oh
analysis.
my gosh, he's going to score. He's going to score
And
this.
then to get my 10-second breather here to give up a point.
Oh, no, he's not. He's just too tired.
15
He's not going to
seconds.
score.
15 seconds. This guy's built for it.
Like right now, if he does an analysis, like if I get a takedown, he's like, I should give up the caution in one here.
Oh,
so I
they
get
stopped it. Oh, my goodness.
takedown.
Oh, blue has 2 cautions. The referee's saying blue has 2 cautions, not 1. Oh, my gosh. He can't get up.
Oh!
Hit him with another one.
Yet, nothing yet.
Oh my gosh.
Put him down. That's two.
No way.
You did it.
Oh no! Oh, you guys ahead of me?
Move
Goodness.
it out.
Oh no! Oh, they shouldn't have let that guy rest so much. That was crap. I know we got the right guy that we wanted to win, but that was bull crap.
Yeah, those are
Oh,
team points.
man.
Those are team points we cannot feel good about.
We do not feel good about that. That guy gave so much. They gave him so much rest time.
Now he's holding up. I'm number
Hey,
one.
wait. He's not tired no more.
That was ridiculous. Oh my god.
Oh, he's holding his wrist.
What a warrior.
Wasn't he holding the other arm earlier?
I think so.
That was preposterous, guys. That was nonsense.
Hey, that's entertainment.
They need to have a like a penalty like college wrestling does, where you can't just be doing these injury times at all.
Yeah. I don't know what the solution is. I haven't thought about it enough, but there needs to be something.
But one of the reasons that I don't like the injury point is because there's sometimes people are legitimately injured and those points screw.
Yeah.
Sure, most of the time people use those injury timeouts.
You can go in, Alex.
So sometimes when it is blatantly obvious in freestyle, they will say no, you can't have it. And
But they tried doing it there, and he still sat down.
Yeah. So not every time, but I have seen it before where they're like, "This is the most obvious lunger of all time."
There's no way you can knock it. Hey, my family's gonna watch Mitchell also because I told Amy she's not allowed to kick me off. So you guys got Sion in the background.
Yes.
I got my family in the background.
We got our family. You got your family.
Sion, guess what? I got an earpiece in so they can't hear any of the words you say. So you can just drop whatever words you want. They can't hear them.
I'm just tired, recovering. I need a vacation. I need a vacation from my vacation. I was out.
Oh yeah, weren't you in Hawaii? Did
Yeah,
you escape the fire?
Sion was fighting fires.
Sion, did you start the fire?
I did not start the fire.
I did not. I think that's a song. Shane Sparks be going nuts right now.
I'm sure Shane Sports does love that song.
Sion, I heard an episode of FRL. You were commenting in the chat, and like doing the math, it would have been like 3 a.m. or something.
Yeah, I was up like 2, 3 in the morning just about every day.
How come? Just
normal. They're 5 hours.
Yeah, jet lagged.
Regularly get up at 4 here.
Just jet lag. Okay.
You regularly get up at 4 a.m. here?
Yeah.
What? Are you kidding me?
No,
On some Jocko stuff.
I worked at the plant for 12 years.
It says Mitchell's wrestling, but he's not on the map.
Here's
What's
more
going
than
on
enough
here?
time to acclimate to.
Oh, there we go. All right, I'm up. We got Mitchell on the map.
Oh, you're.
I had to click the live button. Sometimes it like gets behind. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Ben, who are you cheering for?
Shut up, Sion.
Sion, how would you pronounce this opponent's name?
Oh, that's good.
See what that says. Beta Shah.
I think he got it. I think he nailed it. Oh, boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lace transition. Let's go. Lace. He's got to thread the arm. Oh, come on.
Get ahead of us.
Because we had to switch back to Matt B.
He got 4. 2. They gave him 3. They gave him 2 laces, I think. Even though
We'll let you know after we get to it.
Okay.
2.
Hey, he's been having that. Oh, man, there we go.
His dad John has been really focused. I mean, it's shot that Mitchell's been hitting. I've debated on whether I love it or not because it is kind of hard to get down to the ankle. So he's going hand here and then hand low on the ankle, but it does really stop the scramble.
Yeah, he's been
so quick. He's been killing people with that shot.
Referees are just slow at the match pace.
He's had at least a couple times where he's gotten the takedown and the transition to Lace so quick that they've given just the 2 for the first
I want referees to wear earpieces. That way they don't have to run across the mat.
That'll be nice.
To
on the ankle again.
That's my idea.
Oh, get it. Don't let him go. You got to be above the knee.
Man, I want to see this guy on the NCAA level next year so bad.
Oh, good trap. He should have went to trap right there. All right. He's got a nice tight gut. Let me start squeezing. Let's see if he can get him. Come on. It's too high. He's got to back up.
He doesn't know yet.
Oh, Ozzy cheering. Ozzy's chanting Mitchell. Chanting Ozzy.
At Penn State, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to have to try.
Oh, boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, right there. Trap. You got it. Oh, boom. Ooh, 10-0. All right, 10-0, 57 seconds.
Man,
That's it.
Destroying people. That's it. That's all. 10 points. That's all I need.
You ruined it for us, but
How far behind are you guys?
and there's 10.
Just show 'em little.
all right, we got
Easy
it.
work. Mesenbrink back-to-back world medalist.
Do
Man,
you have it?
he looks good.
Where is it?
You look more.
Is it? I think it might be on the right under the TV, right? All right, Andy's gonna bring you guys a present here. in a
34
second.
kg is like
All right.
63. So this is him at like 163
Yeah.
pounds.
So the guy that is from Iran on the other side, Mitchell beat him in the semis last year, and it was a tough match.
Okay.
Is that the one?
Oh.
Did he have to come back from behind a little bit?
I think it was just like kind of close the whole time. I don't think he was way behind by anything. Look at this. This is funny. Andy brought this for you. This will be at my wedding. Let's see. I gotta make sure I get it on the screen. That's Mitchell right there. Oh geez.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
boy. There you go. Look at that.
How old is he?
That's there. Let's see. Well, he's 20 now, so that's 2003. This is so 6 or 7 probably.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This kid
We got married in 2010, honey. Amy doesn't remember. I got the memory here. You don't got the memory. All right. See you, dudes. Have a great day at school or summer camp. All right.
Yeah, this
Iran.
was up 3-0
Yeah.
on the Russian. So probably gonna be this dude again.
Yeah,
But-
selfishly, I hope Mitchell wrestles at college so we get to watch him next year. Although, Sion probably knows the secrets. He's sitting back. He's probably been texting with Kale about who's in what weight class.
I know nothing.
You liar. Don't lie to us, Sion.
I know nothing.
But they'll have enough points where they probably won't need him if they don't want him or if they want to Olympic redshirt him.
Man, I think they just give Penn State the trophy first already, and then tell everybody else we're gonna have an NCAA tournament to see who takes second.
Yeah. What about though? I mean, I was thinking about this morning actually, because I was thinking about this thing. It's like Kale definitely has to want to break the scoring record. That has to be one of his goals for sure.
For
What
sure.
else? It's possible.
Yeah.
They possibly have 8 finalists right now.
Also, I was about to say, what's the most number of champs for a team in one year?
I believe it's 5. A few people have done that. Like Oklahoma State did that.
State. Did Iowa do it once?
I think Iowa did it. Yes.
Penn State, right?
Yeah, Iowa, Penn State.
Oklahoma State.
Yeah, they could break the point record.
In
And the
champs,
champ record.
potentially.
Mhm.
Will that make them the greatest NCAA team ever?
I think you break the scoring record. They used to score it a little bit
You
differently.
used to score it differently.
Yeah, it used to be where they give you more points nowadays, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta go. Nomad did like calculations to where
Yeah.
he figured out how to. What's the word I'm looking for?
Convert it.
Convert it.
Well, I think Penn State needs to win 10 in a row to be the greatest, dynasty ever, don't they?
Well, there's only been one team who's ever had 10 All-Americans, period. Not 10
And it's
champions.
No.
not say win 10 national
He's talking
titles.
about-
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Minnesota did the 10 All-Americans with no finalists.
Penn State's never done 10 AAs.
Minnesota did that 10 All-American with no finalists.
Minnesota's the only. I mean, that's kind of crazy to think about. There's only been one team ever to do that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys want me down or what?
Yep, looks like this Iranian's gonna win. That'll do it for us here.
So, what time are medal matches and finals for everyone who's listening?
Medal matches, I believe, start at 11 Eastern, so that's 10 Central.
Mhm.
So like 40 minutes from now.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay. 40 minutes from now. Boom.
We got
I'll be
five
watching.
guys going for medals. It's great.
Absolutely.
Restaurant,
Everyone
a
on the
great
team.
number of guys to have to go for
Great
medals.
restaurant.
One more guy going for a semifinal match there too.
Where'd that come from?
5 Guys? You never had 5 Guys burgers?
Oh, God.
Uh,
All right, we are gonna sign off today with a little a walk down
fun.
lane, so to speak. This is our last day in this kind of makeshift studio, and then we move into a somewhat more
Different makeshift.
a different makeshift studio, but a slightly better makeshift studio. As you know, our Springdale studio is gone. So I went and pulled back some of the best moments out of the Springdale studio. So we're gonna let you guys watch it. It's a long one. It's like 9 minutes, but it's fun, especially if you've been a listener for a long time.
And we're back on Thursday, right?
Back on Thursday, normal time, 8:30 Central.
Right.
CP will be back then.
Peace.
This is our last FRL right here at this desk. This place will be no more. We are moving our studio operations.
We're Oppenheiming in it. We're just blowing it
We're
up.
blowing it up. 296 down, Willie. And we've got new digs. We're in a new spot here.
Slightly better content. So bad audio, medium content. That should be in our iTunes description.
Oh, I brought on a surprise guest, guys. I thought it wasn't fair if we had
Let's go.
If
I'm
we
with
had
it.
There'll be a bunch of maybe over in somewhere.
Oh my God. All right.
Oh my God!
Aaron Brooks.
There will never be a 3 seed ever in the history of this tournament that wins this that surprises me at any level. Zero.
Okay,
I just said it was 5%.
Liam
I'm going
Cronin.
to 0.
Liam
If Cole
Cronin.
Matthews win this tournament, my shock
Liam
and surprise
Cronin.
level is 0.
Tell me you're
Zero.
surprised. Tell me you're not surprised if Liam Cronin wins.
Okay. That one.
We had to go to the first weight.
And hold on. Tell me you're surprised if Kyle Parko wins.
Yeah, I'd be surprised.
This is too much fun.
Wow. I think you mentioned Musakayev.
The guy's a honey dipper. You know, you can't fall for the traps.
I'm in the nude, sleep in the nude, and I'm standing in the middle of the hallway of the hotel. Somehow,
Is this real?
yes, this is
Yeah,
real.
this is a real story.
It's a real story.
Somehow I've like sleepwalked out of my hotel
Naked?
room into the hallway.
Are you on a sex predator list?
completely nude?
Oh, hey, AJ, what were you doing there? You grabbed the man's wiener. You can't do that in wrestling.
Gets one stab. That's like going on a date with a hot girl, you build up for the night, and then you go in your pants.
Oh my God!
That's literally how that is. Like, man.
Tremendously.
Wait, what was that?
Fat tire.
Hey!
All right, well.
You
it was
can't
nice.
drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
And the capo, Christopher Moltisanti, coming off a neck injury. A little bit of a scare here. And Ollie, how are the Mets doing?
God damn it.
Oh my God!
They're not doing good.
So she pulls us both to try to do it, like, dance with her, like sandwich her. So I was like, yeah, I'm not down with that. She's real too old. He goes out to the dance floor with her. This older guy comes over and goes, man, my wife really likes you all. I'm like, wait, your wife?
Oh God, stop!
He's like,
Stop!
yeah, stop. So he goes, can you guys come back to our hotel room with us? I'm like,
No, stop!
So this guy goes, so
Christian,
an unnamed
cut
person
him
looks
off.
over.
I just gave you the greatest show in FRL history. You need to give me a bonus.
Sorry, this is not a very family-friendly episode because this movie is just it's kind of
best.
Yeah, I don't think it's the best. It's not the best.
Then he talks. What are you talking about? What are you watch Ancient Aliens, dude?
He held it till 3 p.m., Christian. Can you imagine how tough this man is? This man didn't piss till 3 in the afternoon.
This is the
Can you
toughest
imagine
man,
that?
This is the toughest man who ever lived. Oh my gosh.
What in the world?
C's here today. Let's see what Santa's got in his ghetto bag. This goes out to the Hawkeye Report posters, Nescat 1 and Ed Quinn 06.
What's the name? Put their names on it.
I'm gonna get y'all 3 lumps of coal.
Oh my gosh.
And that's for your great editorial work y'all done on the Hawkeye Report this season.
What did they say about you?
One called me a fat, sweaty guy.
Sag Alive.
You son of a bitch.
A 1,000 times
What?
no. He wrestled. Here's his NCAA final
1,000
post.
times yes. This is why you rank guys that are second in the junior trials at number 20 in college, because you don't remember these things.
Chill. You are factually incorrect.
Nobody knows. You know, we're just going to have to agree. This is something
Nobody knows.
There's
We can
no
pull
way
up.
to know.
All right, here we go.
Fake news. There's going to be no way to know for sure, right? There's going to be no. There's just simply no way to know.
They're going to start looking for a new coach, and then eventually it settled on Kale. At first, I didn't know who he was. I'm like, Kale, who's Kale? Like, dude, you have his shoes right behind you, like a shoe rack. I was like, oh, that's so that's my coach. What do you do? They're like, bro, you should not be a wrestler.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. He's gonna get the ball.
He was pinned. He was pinned.
Oh my goodness.
He had him pinned. He had him pinned.
Every once in a while, we have to just remind you of some of these bad Nomad takes. I won't list.
First one we ever got was the I don't trust refrigerators in Texas, and that just opened our eyes.
I'll tell you what.
This beast has taken a new form, and now they've resorted to stuffing entire bottles of muscle milk in the toilet. HR sent out an email that said, if they catch who is doing this, you are getting fired. And the very next day, this monster put a cup in the freaking toilet.
I got kicked out the dorms my second year there.
Of course you did.
Well, I threw a big beach party. I ordered a bunch of sand because I didn't have any money to go down to Florida. You know, I got pulled. I threw a huge party, got kicked out. I didn't have any place to go, and my dad says, you ain't coming home. So I lived in a tent from, spring break until the end of the year. How long was that?
Ben, I'm so incensed that you're calling us out that I'm gonna walk off the show.
You're probably Nomad. You're probably over there helping Spay out also.
Nomad, he's legit leaving.
He's leaving.
He's doing. This is one of those things where Nomad goes on a trip, does not tell anybody where he's going. No. He has a hold of it right now.
Younger.
And a happy Halloween. FloWrestling Radio Live. I'm joined by the world's spookiest hot dog.
I need to steal this, and I stole the roll of Saran wrap that I straight out of someone's car that night.
Pile.
By the way, Pile.
Do you know anything about?
Pile.
Do you know what?
Pile.
I'm ready for you, Pile.
Pile. I know right now at 47 years old,
Take it back, Shane.
I will never get another 10-year window like 84 to 94. It's not happening.
What if the tattoo was of your Olympic weight? And then that was like
This is such a bad idea.
Hey! And then that was how it was released to the world what Olympic weight you're going. I don't know! What else should I get? I don't want a tattoo at all. What should I get? My name? His name? My kid's name? What's a good tattoo? Should I get Thug tattooed on my ankle like Willie? This was the wildest FRL of all time, and I don't know how it could have been any different in history. You've been waiting for it. You've asked for it. Kyle Brackey's Alien Hour.
I hope you all listened and forgot everything you ever knew about Avril Lavigne. This is called the Bat Squatch, the skunk ape. But it's very similar to Bigfoot. It is a large, horse-sized freshwater demon. It's Brittany, bitch. Hold on, let me finish.
Avril Lavigne died?
Yes, she's dead. Tell me how in her 20s, Avril got shorter. Some people are like, oh, gargoyles are like evil. But actually, they're protectors. Free Brittany. Oh, God. We need to do something. I was not woke until 2017. And it was like, guys, Avril Lavigne's dead. You need to wake up. And I woke up. So.
All right, folks. Appreciate y'all sticking with us to the bitter end. Stay tuned for more content on www.flowwrestling.org. For Sprader Clan and the Fed Table here, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.